Gladiator 2. 2024. In the epic historical sequel Gladiator 2, Rome stands powerful yet unstable years after the fall of Commodus. The empire faces political corruption, economic struggle, and growing unrest among citizens. A new generation rises, carrying memories of past heroes and tragedies. Among them is Lucius, now a grown warrior shaped by stories of Maximus and sacrifice. Haunted by Rome's brutal traditions, Lucius struggles between loyalty to the empire and desire for justice. As rival leaders compete for control, the Colosseum again becomes center of power and fear. Destiny begins pulling Lucius toward a path of violence, honor, and survival alone. Lucius lives far from Rome at the beginning, hiding his identity while training as a skilled fighter. His peaceful life is destroyed when Roman forces attack his homeland to expand imperial control. Villages burn, families are separated, and survivors are taken as prisoners. Lucius is captured and forced into slavery, beginning a journey similar to the legendary warrior he once admired. Inside transport ships and training camps, he witnesses cruelty and corruption among soldiers and officials. The brutality reminds him that Rome values power over humanity. Determined to survive, Lucius secretly trains harder than others, preparing for a future moment. Lucius is eventually sold to a gladiator trainer who recognizes his natural combat ability. The trainer is harsh but honest, teaching him discipline, strategy, and survival techniques. Lucius trains with other fighters from different regions, forming cautious alliances. In the arena training grounds, he learns that entertainment and death are often the same in Roman culture. Crowds demand blood, and fighters become legends or corpses within minutes. Lucius begins gaining reputation for skill and calm focus during combat practice. While others fight for money or survival, he fights with hidden purpose. He believes his destiny is tied to Rome's future. Lucius enters the Colosseum for his first official battle, facing experienced fighters and wild beasts. Fear surrounds him, but training guides his movements. The crowd initially sees him as another disposable slave, but his performance quickly changes their perception. He fights with precision, intelligence, and unexpected mercy toward defeated opponents. Spectators become fascinated by his style, cheering louder with every victory. Roman elites begin noticing him, wondering who this mysterious fighter really is. Lucius realizes fame inside the arena can become a weapon outside it. Each victory brings him closer to influence, but also closer to dangerous political attention. Meanwhile, Rome's leadership faces internal conflict as ambitious rulers compete for the throne. Political assassinations, secret alliances, and betrayals become common. Some leaders want stability, while others seek absolute power through fear and military dominance. Lucius learns that his own heritage connects him directly to Rome's ruling bloodline, placing him in extreme danger. If discovered, he could become symbol for rebellion or target for execution. This revelation forces him to decide whether to remain hidden or embrace his destiny. Outside the arena, unrest grows among citizens tired of corruption and inequality. Rome begins feeling like a volcano ready to erupt. Lucius secretly contacts underground resistance groups who oppose corrupt rulers. They see him as potential leader because of his heritage and growing popularity among common people. He struggles with responsibility, remembering the suffering caused by endless wars. The resistance plans coordinated uprisings across several Roman territories, hoping to weaken imperial authority. Lucius trains both as gladiator and strategist, preparing for larger conflict beyond arena walls. His dual life becomes emotionally exhausting. He must entertain crowds by day and plan rebellion by night. The closer he gets to revolution, the more dangerous his position becomes, as spies and loyalists search constantly. During a massive festival, Lucius fights in a special event designed to entertain foreign ambassadors and Roman elites. The battle is staged to demonstrate Rome's strength, but it becomes unexpectedly chaotic when multiple fighters rebel mid-combat. Lucius must decide whether to join rebellion publicly or maintain his cover. He chooses to protect innocent fighters and civilians trapped in arena chaos. This act turns him into legend among citizens watching. Authorities become suspicious of his true loyalty. The event marks turning point where he can no longer remain anonymous. His name begins spreading through Rome as symbol of hope and resistance. Roman leaders attempt to capture Lucius by arranging another grand battle meant to eliminate him secretly. Instead, resistance fighters infiltrate the event, turning it into open rebellion. Fighting spreads from arena into streets. Citizens join chaos, attacking symbols of corruption. Lucius leads fighters through city, protecting civilians and targeting military strongholds. Fires burn across wealthy districts while poorer neighborhoods celebrate uprising. Lucius realizes revolution cannot be controlled once it begins. He must guide it carefully to avoid complete destruction of Rome. The battle transforms from political struggle into fight for the soul of the empire itself and future generations' survival. After intense battles, Lucius confronts the main corrupt ruler responsible for Rome's suffering. Their final confrontation represents two visions of Rome, one built on fear and control, another on honor and unity. The fight is brutal and emotional, reflecting years of political corruption and personal trauma. Lucius eventually defeats the ruler but refuses unnecessary cruelty, showing he wants change rather than revenge. Citizens witness this moment and begin believing in new future. The empire stands at crossroads between reform and collapse. Lucius understands leadership requires sacrifice greater than any arena battle he has ever fought for his people and Rome. In the aftermath, Rome begins slow rebuilding process. Some leaders support reforms inspired by Lucius, while others continue resisting change. Lucius disappears from public view, becoming legend rather than ruler. Stories spread about warrior who fought both in arena and for people's freedom. The Colosseum stands quieter, symbolizing past brutality and new uncertain future. Citizens debate whether true peace is possible after so much bloodshed. Lucius lives somewhere beyond politics, carrying scars of war but hope for a better world. His journey proves that even in cruel empires, individuals can shape history through courage, sacrifice, and unbreakable spirit for future generations.